Hello my friends, welcome back. It's Nat Walsh for TLC Designs. We have a little bit of fun playing with the Dragon Baby Greetings stamp today, and I've just stamped him out. I am going to also use the Scalloped Rectangles die set. Mostly, well, only really actually for the rectangles. So we're going to color our little dude here. Oh, I really love this little guy. I really want to do a couple of little babies all nestled in a row sort of thing. I really do. Anyway, I digress. So we are going to use, these are a little bit out of order, but we've got R59. We've got E18, not R, E18. We've got R27, we've got Y15, we got YR23 and YOO. This is going to give our little guy, now the colouring is going to look all right in this part, but later on the lighting, it's not the colouring, it's the lighting is going to go a little bit strange. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I opened my book that I have all the papers in, and from that point over, and it's a yellow color, so from that point over it decided to not play nice. So bear with me for this little trip. So I hope everyone is well and had a really nice January. I want to say summer, because I'm here in Australia and you guys are obviously the complete opposite us. So we just hope you had a nice January and when you eased back into work and had a little bit of fun. So he's looking, quite fluoro, but he's not quite that fluoro in real life. Trust me, people. I am also going to do a little bit of stippling just to give him, I think for a while there, until it sort of blends in a little bit and you start to give him measles. I think it's quite funny and quite cute. So we're just giving him a little bit of stippling just on the bridge of his little snout and here and there over his head, blending it back through with a YOO just to soften that, and so he doesn't completely look like he has the measles. And just finishing off, I'm not going to worry too much with his body underneath there, because you don't quite know where his body is honestly and where it's not, and it's not really going to matter too much at all. So we've got, for our shell, we've got E08, which is this one here. I've lost my little tag on the top. I've got a mixture of Charles and a mixture of sketch markers. As I have issues with them, I find sometimes the Charles, I find them dry out a little bit quicker than the sketches. Why that is, I don't know. They do have holes in the top, but that is fun note. Did you know that the chow markers are actually designed for children? That's why they have the holes in the top. And so if a child swallows it, then they can still breathe. But the tip is covered. But what's going on? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. So we've got our E08, we've got R02, we've got E02, and we've got a YR000. So this is going to give me a really nice little soft peachy sort of shell. I just thought it was a really cute little combination, having the sort of the brighter baby but still having those brown tones on both the shell and both my little dude. But I thought he was pretty cute. We've got a little bit of, I was having a little bit of trouble blending the R02 and the E08 because it is quite a jump between the two colours. So I've just done a little bit of tip to tip technique just to help me find a common ground of colour. I also did that on my little dragon there for a little while too, just colouring his shells. And now, because we've got these very earthy tones with my dot of my shell, with his wings and his little horn, they're all going to be in a blue tones. So we've got, I'm sorry if you can hear my son. Well, he's not going back to school, but some of them will very, very shortly. Just pause the video to hope to tell him to shush up a bit. Anyway, bless his soul. We have, what did I say? We have B99. I'm not using it so much yet, but I am going to come back through. B99, B97, 95 and 93. I just wanted a little bit of extra depth to some of my little images. See, that's sort of, I mean, I'm still going at it, but that's brought it out a little bit more, giving him a little bit more depth to his wings, his little snout, and his dots on his shell. Lucky last is going to be a little horn, so I'm just trying to give him a little image, a little feel that he's rounded. So on either side of the horn, I've given in a little bit of the darkest color. Now, I ummed and ahed about my grounding, because I do like to ground my little images. That's just a me thing. You do you, I'll do me. So we have G28, YG67, YG03, and I've put my base down, but now I'm going to go through and give my little bit of grass, because he needs to be sitting in a little bit of grass, because otherwise he'd fall down the hill. It's that simple. I will leave a link down below to this little fellow. I did try and do some B40s in for his eyes, but I'm going to come back through and do B00. This is where I'm going to use my rectangle die and cut him out all nicely. So we've got some dragon in autumn, because we're going with that browns tone, because I do like my browns. It is a bit of a thing for me, browns and blues. Just see, the color is just gone a little bit screwy, and I do apologize, but I was really having issues and not a lot of time. I did this in between. I did this just before I went away on one camp, Crafty retreat, and then edited it in between I came back from that one on Wednesday evening, 5-ish o'clock, and then promptly left again at about 9 o'clock the next morning to head away to a children's camp that I was working at for the long weekend. So that's a bit of fun. So we're going to use some diamond stickles. I know, not my Stardust stickles. We're going to use a little bit of diamond stickles just to give him a little bit of bling on bits and pieces on top of his shell, on his little horn. I've just rounded the corners with my corner chopper, and that's it. I hope you are well. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.